Hi, I'm Amy Wolf with VUCast. It's hard to believe the September 11th terrorist attacks were almost a decade ago. Yet experts say the continuing wars in the Middle East and the threat of another attack against the U.S. keeps the fear very present. Vanderbilt political scientist Liz Zechmeister is out with brand new research that finds these concerns play a huge role at the ballot box, and the person already in power usually benefits.
And it's natural for people to look for strong leaders in times of crisis, but what we show in the book is that people don't just look for strong leaders, they actually project additional leadership qualities onto people in order to believe that that person is of heroic abilities.
Zechmeister says for whatever reasons, the Bush administration felt it was important to keep the public very aware of the threat of terrorism, and that helped during the 2004 election. Why didn't this work in the 2008 presidential race?
Well, there are still some people in the administration, even today in Obama's administration, that will tell you that the threat of terrorism is one of the greatest threats to our country, and they sincerely believe it to be so. But at the time of the election, the economy was being played up as the real threat.
Zechmeister's research is in a new book called Democracy at Risk: How Terrorist Threats Affect the Public. You can hear more of her interview on vanderbilt.edu/news. About 5 million people suffer from the memory-robbing disease Alzheimer's. Now the Vandy researchers who first discovered a major genetic or inherited risk factor for Alzheimer's have made another dramatic discovery. Barb Kramer takes us to the Vanderbilt Center for Human Genetics Research.
Oh, he was my life. We were good buddies.
It's a tough time for Pat Adams. Marlon, her husband of 24 years, died a few months ago.
I miss him.
Marlon Adams was always busy with projects around the house.
Always willing to help.
But earlier this year, Pat realized something was wrong.
I noticed the speech first, the words, and then his handwriting.
That's myself and my dad.
Marlon's daughter, Melinda Vance, noticed problems too.
Saying the right words or the right words wouldn't come to him. He would have more difficulty remembering short term.
Marlon was diagnosed in January with Alzheimer's disease, the degeneration of brain cells causing irreversible brain damage.
We take the blood and we spin it down.
Marlon became part of a major Alzheimer's study at Vanderbilt University Medical Center.
We have so much data. Organizing it, sorting through it.
Researchers are looking at DNA, mutations, and genes involved in Alzheimer's. Their newest finding, major variations in 2 chromosomes, 9 and 12.
We see this overrepresentation of this particular variation in Alzheimer's individuals versus control individuals. There's clearly something going on there. It's a variation that we don't know what this variation does. So,
researchers hope by tracking the DNA trail, they will find a cure or better treatment for the disorder.
we keep hoping that every step we take is going to be the critical one that allows us to understand what's going on and allows us to develop those treatments.
I miss him tremendously.
Though he's gone, Marlon's family finds comfort in knowing his part in the research may spare others from Alzheimer's devastation.
It's just a bad thing for anybody to have to go through.
In Nashville, Barb Kramer reporting.
Vanderbilt is part of a large international collaboration of clinical trials to fight Alzheimer's. If you'd like to volunteer for a study, contact the Vanderbilt Center for Human Genetics Research at 1-888-717-4319 or chgr.mc.vanderbilt.edu. It's my favorite time of the year, time for football, and I know the Doors are going to have another amazing season. We're all used to a 21st century vision of football with all those great camera shots and instant replays at every angle. But here at Vanderbilt, we still have a fondness for the days of leather helmets and wool uniforms. So this year, Vanderbilt Athletics dug into their archives and put together some great images from Doors football seasons gone by for a new calendar. Raccoon coats and pork pie hats may be passé, but some rivalries never change. To buy the new calendar, visit bookstore.vanderbilt.edu and click on Gifts and Accessories. Since the Commodore is the star of this calendar, I know he'd give it, that's right, 4 Commodores. For VUCast, I'm Amy Wolf.